Hello and welcome to Adventures with Amber, the Southeast Asian edition.
Hi, I'm Amber Adele and I'm currently travelling around Southeast Asia. So join me at my first stop in Bali. We're currently in Seminyak, which needless to say wasn't exactly where I was supposed to start. Nothing says travelling without getting accommodation cancelled right at the start, right?
Fun fact, I did actually have another room booked in Ubud. I was supposed to go to Ubud for my first 4 days, but literally 20 minutes before I was getting on to the airport, they was like, sorry, there's unforeseen circumstances and we can't house you. So I'm here instead. It worked out. So I'm now in Seminyak at the Agung Residence, which I have to say, £60 for 4 days. But it's a twin room. Excuse all my mess. Guess which bed I'm sleeping on? What everyone wants, a little Burger King in the distance. The beds are comfy. They've got aircon, which is wonderful. If you can deal with the fact that you can have a single bed. I mean, you can book double rooms. It was just £4 more expensive, which I know doesn't sound much, but for the sake of £4 seemed a little like it didn't matter. Like, I need a roof over my head. I need a comfy bed and I need a shower. I don't really care. I just need sleep. Beep beep. Hey guys, just me vlogging and stuff. Boom. Bathroom. Pretty basic. But again, what do you need? A plant that is fake so I can't kill it. It's a good size shower. The only thing really is, I have to say, whoever leveled this just got it wrong. It's down to this end and then you try and squish it, and then hence why it then sits right at the feet of where you sit on the toilet, which is the only annoying thing. But really, is it the end of the world? No. Can I cope with it? Yes. Do I get angry about it? No. So realistically, I kind of knew that because I read the reviews just before booking, which when my other property had cancelled on me, I didn't really care that much. I just thought it was a space to sleep. I mean, this room, this is, I believe, what we call a twin room. And I assume if I unlock this, I assume I'm in next door, which I'm not too psyched about because I don't know whether they just have a lock twisty thing on their side of the room. I didn't know that. I walked in on level with you as a lone female traveller. I'm not a mad fan of that one. But I slept and no one killed me. I can cope with it as long as they have the same boundaries as me of going, let's not touch that. Oh well. There's a really cute pool, and it is actually a pool. Which is funny because I thought it was just like sort of a fancy water feature because nobody was really swimming in it. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just a fancy water feature. Can I swim in this? And they were like, yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. 2 little mugs and 2 little water bottles. The other one is in the bathroom to brush my teeth with because apparently I don't want to drink the water in case I get typhoid or whatever the hell people warn me about. But I don't have a kettle, so all my coffee sachets and teas that I bought from the UK, I cannot have right now. So I guess it's no coffee for me right now. So I found coffee, everything's okay.
So first protocol was feeding myself. For the last 24 hours I had just eaten sandwiches and little bits, and I found this super cute vegan cafe tucked off a high street. It was beyond peaceful and I was the only one there, and I demolished the 3 courses that I had.
Love it. I just saw a wasp the size of my actual finger. Oh, please don't hurt me. It's like this big. I still feel really weird in the fact that I'm here, if that makes sense. Like, I have booked a flight out and I don't really know specifically when I'm coming back. There's something really cool but also really, really bizarre about that. When I got dropped to Heathrow, I was just like, as if I'm doing this. When I was sat on the planes, I was like, as if I'm doing this. And then earlier on, like walking down the street to come here, I was just like, as if I'm actually here. It's very strange to just think I'm literally halfway across the world just because earlier this year I just kind of decided I wanted to be. I think it's probably going to be like 2 or 3 weeks in when I realise I'm not going home. But I panicked so much about stuff before coming, like whether I had all the right visas or whether I had all the right documents and everything. So I kind of was waiting before arriving, going like, once I'm there, once I'm here, like I know that I'll just live day by day and I'll just respond to whatever I need to respond to in the moment when being there. I'd never done a sim before, and I'd never actually, it sounds really stupid, but I'd never organised a taxi or anything on my own from the airport to where I needed to be. And those little things, specifically, I think once you've had like a really long day, like that is just a lot of overwhelming stuff that I don't think you always can respond to until you're in the moment, which is something I obviously try to remind myself. But when you're tired and you're worn out and you've been travelling a long time for transfers, like that's always gonna, your body's always gonna, I guess, think of something.
Next, I headed to Seminyak beach. I was taking a very chill day. Jet lag had really caught up with me, so I thought, let's go to the beach. I'll chill out, sit on my plod, and just enjoy the sunset, really.
I don't know if I'm missing something. It's just, I don't know whether maybe it's just a bit too touristy for me. I just sort of don't feel like I'm... Thank you. I don't know. It just looks like it could be kind of anywhere with all these red parasol things. I'm not sure if that actually sounded really shady. Like, I'm not saying like it's just a load of parasol. It could be anywhere. I suppose that Seminyak is one of the places where people come for the holidays, or if they're holidaying and whatnot. You know, to them I'm the weird one walking on a beach on my own talking to myself, so anyway, I can imagine this place is going to have a really cute sunset. It's gone really cloudy now, but it was beautiful just now, so I'm going to stick around for sunset, which is in about an hour, I think, an hour and a half.
So your girl was just tired, and she definitely was a bit grouchier and I think less grateful of the view. I'm not saying it was completely underwhelming. It just wasn't maybe the blue lagoon that I had maybe silly and stupidly expected. However, I stuck around for sunset and it was utterly beautiful, and seeing everyone else there too was beautiful.
This is my second day, and I've forced myself to get in the pool at 9:30 in the morning, even though I'm still severely jet lagged and didn't get to sleep until about 3 AM. I go through waves, I think, of being a bit overwhelmed with all the new comfort zones I'm kind of overcoming. But yesterday was beautiful. This is so beautiful. I saw one guy down here, and I love how peaceful it is. It's so quiet, it's so chill. The lady behind the desk is so lovely. It's so cute. I asked like 2 times, does anyone swim in this? And I finally just dived in. I didn't dive in, it's actually not deep enough, so I didn't dive in. So refreshing. Oh, I've just seen someone my age.
So apparently my technique to make friends was to swim at them like a mermaid and smile until they paid me attention. We did not become friends. Oh well.
Yeah.
So my next mission was to go to Tanah Temple and order my first grab ride too.
Tanah.
I can confirm I survived.
Not really sure exactly where I'm supposed to go. This is cute. Oh, entry, here we go. I don't really, to be perfectly honest, don't really know what this is. It looks just like a market, so I'm pretty sure this is like more of a touristy hub. Then I don't think you actually go into the temple. Yeah, so it's 60k. It's 60k to get in, which it's like £3 or something in it. But it's kind of cute.
So the guy you're about to see walk past me actually stopped me because he saw I had a GoPro, and his girlfriend had given one just before going on holiday, and it was the cutest interaction because he was like, "Can you help me work it? I don't know how."
Here we go. I kind of love this because, you know, I don't have to clog up the steps because I have no one to take a photo of me. This is super beautiful though, and really peaceful. Like, look at this. I don't think you can actually get in the temple, but at low tide they cross. Got my coconut again, because I'm a coconut girl now. Got the grab bike, experienced my first grab bike ride. It's quite fun, quite sweaty, and not that scary, because I was like, yo, these kids know how to drive here, I don't, so. Delicious and nutritious. It's funny because I usually say that for food that definitely isn't nutritious, but this is both. And it must just be getting right because they're in the middle now. It's there. Oh, it's cute. Settled down now, which is actually quite nice. Got really busy. Now when I was going down here earlier, I'm sure there was some like of those, is it lemur? No. Here. Yeah. Oh my god, is that a bat? There's a bat there.
So this is basically me just getting distracted by a huge fruit bat and being stunned that I saw it, and then probably thinking that as much as I like coffee, I probably will not be trying this type of coffee.
Can you see the big bat?
I personally have been calling this coffee poop coffee, but I'm not sure it's for me. Sorry.
The tide has come down enough for it to be okay. But I'll level with you. I don't want to get my feet wet. Just for reference, it is 2:30 in the afternoon on the 3rd of September, and the tide is low enough for people to cross at the moment. I don't think you can actually go up onto the temple, but you can obviously go and meet the people at the bottom. I mean, this might just be me, but I refuse to pay to pee. Like, I refuse to do it at home, anywhere that makes me pay to use a facility that I have no control over. I'm not a fan of it, so I will hold my bladder. Every toilet, I found 3 toilets here, and all of them want anywhere between 3 and 5k to go to the toilet, which is literal nothing. It's really not very much, but it also is provided you have that change as well. But like, again, utmost refuse to pay money to empty my bladder as a human being. So I'm just a real petty bum. Literally petrol top-ups. You see them everywhere on the street, and it's so funny. Sometimes just like little jars to top them up. You would never get that in England. I would never trust anyone to put like something like that in my car in England. You can literally see why everyone gets bikes. It's an absolute mission to try and walk as a pedestrian. This road has a path, so that's much better because I'm less likely to get attacked by a bike and by attacked, I mean just hit, because there's literally no pathway to walk on. But we got one here, so that's okay. Yeah, no one walks here. I feel like that's just not a convenience at all. And I don't want to keep having to get, you know, bikes if I don't need to. I like walking.
So as I tried to walk as a pedestrian, I later found out that this was called Shortcut Path or something, which is one of the busiest roads in Canggu area. But I made it, and it wasn't as busy as it could be. I then took myself to a very cute vegan cafe to grab food, and I had pretty much finished my Seminyak adventure. I was only there a couple of days, and jet lag and just resting took up most of that. However, very cute. Definitely would recommend. You'll end up in Canggu area anyway. They're super close together and really easy to get between. Be sure to tune into my vegan food recommendation videos in these areas, as well as my Bali arrival little video of tips and tricks. But yeah, join me on the rest of my adventures as I carry on through Bali.